Hello, interns. It's Danny Matthews. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit more about constructive criticism, the do's and don'ts. So I'll be focusing on the mistakes that you'll need to avoid when responding to constructive criticism. So remember, constructive criticism means the feedback that you'll get from a manager or perhaps a coworker who's training you as you're learning aspects of your job. Okay, so the number one thing to avoid is don't lose your temper. When someone tells you you need to work faster, don't shout back, get off my back. What would be a better response? So what I want you to do is try to remember what we talked about previously when we were discussing constructive criticism and how to react um, emotionally when you receive it. So it definitely was not to lose your temper and get angry and shake your fists or make an angry face. It was something else. The second thing, don't tune the speaker out. So you'll see here I have illustrated for you. Don't just put your hand up and say, nope, not listening to that. When someone offers constructive criticism, don't tell them to talk to the hand or otherwise dismiss what they have to say. Why is it a good idea to listen to the person who offers constructive criticism? So I want you to think about that. And when we get together to meet, I want to know what your answers are for these questions. Number three, don't make the same mistake after you have been corrected. So you'll see a person walking and slipping on a banana peel. And instead of maybe trying to be alert and looking out for objects on the ground while they're walking, they just keep on not paying attention and slipping on that banana peel. So when a supervisor or trainer has shown you a mistake you made, pay attention when they explain the mistake so that you don't make the same mistake over and over. Don't miss the opportunity to improve your job performance that constructive criticism provides. When a supervisor offers constructive criticism, don't continue doing things the same old way. Instead, use the information to get better at your job. So I've used this image here to demonstrate how we all start at a certain point. We have, when we first start a job, we're not going to have probably much knowledge about it, especially if it's maybe the first job we've had or we haven't had much work experience in general. So we've got to start at the beginning. And in order to climb those steps to reach our ultimate goal, which is to be really good at our job and to get good things like maybe a pay raise or promotion, we need to work our way up those steps. So listening to the feedback and paying attention when a supervisor or a trainer tells you you need to do something differently, that's a hugely important way to make it up those steps. Okay, so here's your challenge. What will you do the next time you are offered constructive criticism? So when we get together, I'm going to ask you guys that question. So hopefully you will have thought about this, considering what we talked about in the previous session about the good ways to respond, and then also what we talked about today with the things to avoid doing. So we'll go back through one more time. Don't lose your temper. Don't tune the speaker out. Don't make the same mistake after you've been corrected. that will eventually cause your trainer, supervisor, or whomever it is who's teaching you to lose patience. Don't miss the opportunity to improve your job performance that constructive criticism provides. Okay, so once again, I will tell you, I am expecting all of you to be able to come up with an answer to this last question. And then, of course, I want you to be familiar with all the previous information too. It all kind of adds up, though. It should help you, if you keep all of that in mind that we've already talked about, it should help you answer the big question. What will you do the next time you are offered constructive criticism? All right, well, that's all for now. So I look forward to seeing everybody and discussing all of this. Bye-bye.